This is ABC7 News at 5:30. Your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Welcome back. More and more guns will be getting into the hands of the wrong people. But the frightening part is that some of these weapons are untraceable.
People can order kits to build these powerful rifles, guns that have no serial numbers. ABC7's Rick Adams has more on this growing problem.
All the guns in gun stores like the Bullet Hole here in downtown Sarasota have serial numbers right on the gun. There are a lot of guns out there now that don't have those serial numbers. They're being called ghost guns. Untraceable guns without serial numbers are popping up more and more in Florida and nationwide. Some of them may be stolen with the serial numbers filed off, but a lot of them are being built from a do-it-yourself semi-automatic rifle kit. Francis Missantone, owner of the Bullet Hole in Sarasota, says someone who's building their own gun in this manner, more times than not, is up to no good.
That's for the real enthusiast that wants to build the gun himself. He'll buy an 80%er, do the other 20% machining and milling, and then he's supposed to put a serial number to it for his own log. Now, if he doesn't do that, then that's a gun that shouldn't be on the street.
The Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives says it is legal to purchase these build-your-own kits without a background check because of the missing parts of the gun that still needs to be constructed. Steve Bloom says he is a very responsible gun owner whose father was an officer with the Chicago Police Department. He tells us the penalty should be harsh against people using ghost guns, especially if they're repeat offenders.
They should all be destroyed. As in anything, you know, they talk about stricter gun laws, but unfortunately it's only the honest people that are going to obey the laws. The criminal element will always find a way to circumvent that.
Many of the different law enforcement agencies we talked with would not come on camera to talk about ghost guns. They say they either weren't aware of ghost guns or that they are not a problem here on the Sun Coast. As Francis from the Bullet Hole puts it, whether you call it a ghost gun or something else, if a gun doesn't have a serial number on it, he says it's one thing: illegal. Reporting from downtown Sarasota, I'm Rick Adams, ABC7, your Suncoast News.
Thank you, Rick. A Sarasota judge sends a message with the sentencing of Sarasota County's first human trafficking case. Ronald McBride was sentenced to 50 years in prison. McBride was convicted on 5 felony charges, which range from robbery with a firearm to kidnapping. One of the main witnesses in the case was one of the women McBride forced into the sex trafficking industry. She testified that for more than 6 weeks, he made her have sex with at least 10 men a day.
Remembering his force overpowering mine and not having the right to my own body was heart-wrenching. I will never forget because I can still feel that feeling.
This case was a partnership between Sarasota Police, the State Attorney's Office, and Sail of Freedom. Officials say that they hope this sentencing will serve as a deterrent to other potential offenders.
A public meeting begins in less than an hour about making it easier to get in and out of Lakewood Ranch. Sarasota County wants a bridge over the interstate that would connect the proposed extension of Lakewood Ranch Boulevard to Cattleman Road near Benderson Park. ABC7's Ray Collins joins us live with more on the story from Benderson Park tonight. Ray?
Scott, this is the area where the connector would be. It would go from Lakewood Ranch, would be extended over across the interstate and arrive right here on North Cattleman Road on the southern end of Benderson Lake. Here is an artist's rendering of what it could look like if this does go forward. Sarasota County provided this picture for us. It would alleviate congestion on University, where it's a daily bottleneck to get in and out of Lakewood Ranch. Now, the county has held previous hearings on this issue. In fact, a year ago, the plan also included an extension on Honore Avenue, but residents of the Meadows strongly opposed that concept. So at tonight's hearing, we'll find out what it takes to get this done, and if the county can get state or federal funding. They think it'll cost about $20 million. The hearing is set for tonight at 6:30 at the Church of Hope right across the interstate here off Wendell Kent Road. We'll have a full story tonight at 11. At Benderson Park, I'm Ray Collins. Now back to you in the studio.
All right, Ray, thank you so much. President-elect Donald Trump's White House staff is starting to shape up.
But his decisions over who will stand beside him on his team are already coming under fire. ABC's Maggie Rulli has more from Washington.
President-elect Donald Trump's beefing up his White House, and the rumors are flying. All eyes are on Rudy Giuliani, the former New York City mayor and longtime Trump loyalist, as possible Secretary of State. Another contender for the post, former UN Ambassador John Bolton. Giuliani telling the Wall Street Journal,
John would be a very good choice.
Is there anybody better?
Maybe me, I don't know.
But one of Trump's first decisions is already coming under intense scrutiny. Stephen Bannon as chief strategist and White House counselor. Bannon recently led the charge to turn the conservative site Breitbart into a platform for the alt-right, a movement many have accused of being racist and anti-Semitic. House Minority Leader Nancy Pelosi saying there must be no sugarcoating the reality that a white nationalist has been named chief strategist for the Trump administration. Trump's advisors slammed those descriptions as incomplete.
Frankly, people should look at the full resume.
Many Republicans who expect to work closely with the new Trump administration are finding themselves in a delicate balance, like recently re-elected Speaker of the House Paul Ryan. He offers a restrained opinion on Bannon.
The president is going to be judged on his results. This is a person who helped him win an incredible victory, an incredible campaign.
A senior intelligence officer tells ABC News that Trump and Pence will receive their first presidential briefing today. It'll be the same briefing that President Obama receives. Maggie Rulli, ABC News, Washington.
Trump's chief strategist appointee, Stephen Bannon, has ties to the Suncoast as well. During the campaign, Bannon switched his voter registration from Miami-Dade County to a home in Sarasota County. According to public records, the address he used is registered to a writer for Breitbart News, where Bannon served as executive chairman. While many Democrats and equal rights groups are challenging Bannon's appointment, House Speaker Paul Ryan says there should be more confidence in Trump's transition team.
This is a person who helped him win an incredible victory, an incredible campaign. The president's going to be judged on the results of this administration. We're confident about moving forward. We're confident about the transition, and we're very, very excited about getting to work for the American people.
Tonight on ABC7 News at 7, we'll hear from our local ACLU about why they're opposed to Bannon's appointment, along with a local Republican who has been working with Bannon's team this week.
The transition to an administration led by President-elect Donald Trump is prompting the internet to come up with some pretty amusing chats between President Obama and Vice President Joe Biden. One of the memes includes a picture of Biden clutching Obama's hand, with Biden saying, "Don't leave me with them," and Obama saying, "Joe, you're leaving when I leave." Another joke has Biden saying he hid all of his pens from Trump because he is bringing his own Pence, meaning Mike Pence, the vice president-elect. And then there was one more, and then that Joe Biden said, "I'm never calling him president." Obama said, "Joe, please," and he said, "Not even if there's a fire." Now, all the posts are in good-hearted fun. Most of them were made by comedians and some creative social media users. Of course, these are all fake. I mean, these are not exact quotes, so don't go sharing it like it.
But the bromance between the president and vice president is very real. Yeah, they definitely like each other.
Yeah.
Well, coming up, it's an ongoing need to make cancer treatment more accessible.
How Sarasota Memorial Hospital intends to answer that call with a new facility. Details coming up in Health News.
I'm Alan Cohn. A controversial appointment to the Trump administration. Steve Bannon is facing harsh criticism. We'll investigate his ties to the Suncoast.
Tonight on ABC7 News at 7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Why wait until the turkey has left you feeling tired? The Black Friday sales event has already started at Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota. Ram trucks are built tough enough to help you conquer whatever the day may throw your way, with all the technology and comfort you'd find in a luxury vehicle. Right now, get over 20% off. That's up to $15,000 off a new Ram 1500. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota.
Hi, I'm Chef Judy. Every Wednesday morning, I'll be with the chefs at the Publix Aprons Cooking School, serving up the most wonderful dishes. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast.
Types of timber, cuts of meat, cooking times, temperatures, rubs, seasonings, sauces. You name it, they know it. That's what makes them who they are, Sonny's Pitmasters. And proud of it. Come get some baby back ribs at Sonny's Barbecue. On their own or paired with favorites like jalapeno cheddar hot links or pulled or sliced pork plus 2 sides and bread. Sonny's Barbecue. Local Pitmasters since '68.
If you have a suspicion for harboring prostate cancer. We have a way of diagnosing by using an exquisite instrument called three-dimensional color flow power Doppler ultrasound. Using this system, we can identify abnormalities within the prostate that you could otherwise never detect. The Dotoli Cancer Center is the only center in the southeastern United States which has this technology. If you have prostate cancer, we will find it.
Come meet the artists and enjoy their creations at the Sarasota Fine Art Festival. Over 100 artists and thousands of works of contemporary art in photography, glass, sculpture, jewelry, and much more. The 4th Annual Sarasota Fine Art Festival, Saturday and Sunday, November 19th and 20th at Selby Five Points Park in downtown Sarasota. Bring your love and appreciation of art to the Sarasota Fine Art Festival. For more information, visit ParagonArtEvents.com.
Alex Karras Lincoln's holiday sales event is here. Drive a brand new 2017 Lincoln MKC Sports Utility for $269 per month or a 2017 MKZ for $299 per month. We are proud to introduce the newest addition to the Lincoln lineup, the all-new 2017 Lincoln Continental. We have a great selection and ready for immediate delivery. Alex Karras Lincoln, affordable luxury. Winner of the prestigious 2015 President's Award, serving Florida's Suncoast since 1978. We're located 2 miles north of the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport on US 41.
Sarasota Memorial Hospital is getting a new Destination Cancer Center on its main campus. ABC7's Alex Redmond explains how this will help Suncoast cancer patients and their families. Alex.
Thanks, Haley. Cancer is a complicated disease, from prevention to diagnosis, then treatment, which may include surgery and/or chemotherapy and radiation. Well, now Sarasota Memorial Hospital is taking steps to provide our community with all this and follow-up care under one roof. Cancer care is very complicated.
It requires coordination and communication among all the providers, and it's getting even more complicated. And right now, the care is being provided and it's fragmented in the community.
Dr. Richard Brown, Sarasota Memorial Hospital's Cancer Care Institute medical director, says SMH has all the pieces of the jigsaw puzzle to provide great care.
We have excellent surgeons and spectacular nurses who are taking care of our cancer patients. We have a lot of the functionality that we want. We don't have it in one place.
Cancer patients currently may have to travel to several locations for care.
Surgical procedures here. They may be getting biopsies elsewhere in Sarasota. They're getting their chemotherapy infusions and medical oncology care at one place. They're getting the radiation therapy at another.
Now Sarasota Memorial is moving ahead with plans to open a new Destination Cancer Center.
From education, screening, diagnostics, as well as therapeutics in terms of surgery. There'll be surgery suite ORs in the new facility. There'll be inpatient beds as well as outpatient beds. There'll be an infusion center as well as radiation therapy, all under one roof.
Sarasota Memorial Hospital has already chosen their preferred location to build out the new Cancer Care Center. It's going to be from this location behind me, which is the Waldermere Tower and the Waldermere parking garage, out towards 41.
The Cancer Center isn't just the clinical care that will be a part of it, but how we treat the patient and their family throughout the continuum. It's the caring that we provide in the care.
Kelly Batista is the director of SMH's Cancer Care Institute.
Residents in this community have great clinical care that they have access to. What the center does is the glue that binds all of that together. It's the supportive care that is really missing, and bringing that element in along with the clinical specialties and subspecialties create a destination in this art community that it has not seen before.
SMH anticipates the Cancer Care Center will be complete within 3 to 4 years, and that's a welcome for cancer patients. Back to you, Haley.
Thank you, Alex. Now let's head over to Bob and get a check on our wonderful forecast today.
That's right. Beautiful it is, too. It ended nice, too. We have the sunset photo sent in from Barb Wilson down in Venice. A beautiful shot there. Skies, for the most part, clear. Appreciate that photo, Barb. You can send your photo, too, to My Suncoast, just at My Suncoast on our Twitter account, or pics at mysuncoast.com, or our Facebook page as well. Speaking of Venice, Venice City Hall tomorrow, 7 o'clock until 9 o'clock, I believe. They're open to the public. It's free. You can meet and talk with one of the Tuskegee Air Force men, and George Hardy. He was a legendary airman for the Tuskegee Air Division there in World War II. You can trade some stories at the Red Tail, actually with a red tail, and that's all provided by the Venice Aviation Society. It goes on tomorrow in Venice. So go down there and check that out. Should be interesting meeting there at the Venice City Hall. A Van Wezel webcam again showing generally cloudy skies throughout the late morning and afternoon, and then skies cleared quite nicely as high pressure built in, drier air has settled in, and temperatures have cooled down a little bit. We're looking at some pretty nice and comfortable overnight lows. The temperatures by 11 o'clock tonight will be at 63 degrees under mostly fair skies. And as far as rainfall goes, no rain around here now. We had a few brief showers earlier this morning, and that activity over Manatee and Sarasota counties has since now shifted off to the south. We have that north wind now, and with that north wind in mind, it will usher in that cooler and drier air. Currently at 74, and we have clear skies. The dew point is at 52. The humidity really nice, 46%. The barometer 29.92 inches. That will continue to build as high pressure works its way in from the northwest. The high today was a couple degrees below average at 77. This morning's low was 62. Our normal low temperature is 60 degrees. We'll be slightly below this number tomorrow morning, 37 the record low temperature. And no rainfall officially, actually 1/100th of an inch, I should say. That's really not much. That's all we've had so far for the month. We're about an inch below average. Around the state, temperature 67 in Jacksonville, 70 in Orlando, 73 in Miami, and 73 in Key West, 76 in Tallahassee. And temperature in Venice now at 70. In Northport, you're at 72. Punta Gorda, 73. 67, though, already in Sebring and Lake Placid, Wauchula at 68 degrees. For the forecast tomorrow, hourly forecast looks to be pretty good. We'll start off into the upper 50s to low 60s and then warm up into the mid to upper 70s. If you're on the beaches, right around 76 degrees. Inland areas will be into the upper 70s. So it should be a gorgeous day and no threat of any rainfall. Skies will be sunny. If you're going to the beaches, load up on the sunscreen. I don't anticipate many clouds at all. Well, lots of cloudiness down to our south associated with, yes, a tropical system. It looks rather healthy on the satellite review. You can see it quite clearly just to the east, again, of Honduras, and it's moving off toward the north very slowly right now. And the Hurricane Center is giving this an 80% chance developing into a tropical depression or possible tropical storm. Conditions are favorable. We have excellent outflow in the upper levels of the atmosphere. As far as where it's going, well, computer models are suggesting not far from where it is right now over the course of the next 5 days. One model takes it off to the north and east, but generally the consensus is that it stays down here and kind of rains itself out, then eventually tracks off to the northeast as a stronger cold front picks it up. So no concern for us here at this point, and I don't anticipate it being a concern. Temperatures in the 50s over the northeast, 70s though in places like Denver, Salt Lake City, and Wichita, 80s in Dallas and also into Houston and Oklahoma City. And as far as the southeast is concerned, Atlanta now at 66 degrees. The forecast for boaters, it starts off a bit breezy. Winds will be out of the northeast at 15 knots, and seas will be running 2 to 3 feet. Subsiding somewhat, a moderate chop in the bays and inland waters. The water temperature now at 74, and a UV index will be high. The forecast tides upcoming 6:34 for a low tide, another at 8:25 tomorrow morning. And sunset just had it. Sunrise will be at 6:52. Turning cooler, mid-50s inland, upper 50s right near the coast, and chilly conditions to start the morning off. And north winds 5 to 10 for tomorrow. A cool start, but a nice finish. 78 for a high, and mostly sunny skies are anticipated. Winds out of the northeast turning to the north at 5 to 10. The extended forecast calling for delightful weather for Waterfest and Englewood over the weekend. It looks to be just perfect, and temperatures a little bit on the cooler side though on Sunday. And we start the work week off with highs only in the upper 60s. Haley?
Thank you, Bob. Now the Suncoast Traffic Watch. We are still seeing that crash in Bradenton. 3 lanes are blocked on US 41 at 13th Avenue. And then going into Sarasota, traffic is still backed up on US 301 Bee Ridge Road. Traffic in South County is flowing nicely.
Port Charlotte Town Center Mall announcing its holiday hours for the season. On Thanksgiving, the mall will be open from 6 p.m. until 1 a.m. and on Black Friday, 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. Few holiday events happening at the mall include a Sensitive Santa, a Hanukkah celebration, and a Tree of Hope lighting ceremony. There will also be a few seasonal retailers this year. Extended hours will continue throughout the holiday shopping season.
Chevrolet Bolt is Motor Trend's 2016 Car of the Year. The newest all-electric compact car from General Motors is not to be confused with its cousin, the Volt, a Chevy, with a V, which has a gasoline engine along with electric motors as well. On a full charge, the Chevy Bolt's driving range is an estimated 238 miles. It's expected to go on sale by the end of the year for around $37,500 before federal tax incentives. So we have the Bolt and the Volt.
Yes. The Bolt is electric only.
All electric.
With Tesla-like range. I mean, so that is very impressive. Smaller vehicle than a Tesla, but there is a worry among those in the industry that because gas prices are still so low, that people may not be as, motivated to go buy one of those. Yeah.
And the shape of it is it's different. You have to really be into something different. But
they want it to look different.
I think they do. You want it to be distinctive. Yeah. Entertainment news is next.
They say good things come to those that wait. Well, you've waited long enough. You deserve to feel fabulous in your fashionable new Fiat 500X from Alfa Romeo Fiat in Sarasota. Boldly innovative, seductively stylish. Fiat gives you everything you'd expect from a capable utility vehicle, like a spacious interior and advanced safety systems, designed and built like a sexy little Sportster. Don't wait any longer. You deserve to feel fabulous. Get a new Fiat at Alfa Romeo Fiat of Sarasota.
Christmas Traditions by LuxArt Silks, where more is merrier. Make your holidays sparkle with style. Browse our amazing showroom, cute collectible cottages, and beautiful Christmas displays. Find the inspiration, selection, and quality you need to deck the halls merry and bright. Christmas Traditions also features the area's largest selection of quality pre-lit Christmas trees, every size, shape, and color, and plenty of decorations to make your home shine for the holidays. Christmas Traditions by LuxArt Silks, where more is merrier. Visit us on New 301, just a quarter mile north of University Parkway.
You only have one life. Are you gambling with it? 1 in 3 adults have high blood pressure. Not knowing your numbers could cause you to lose, big time. Luckily, you can turn the odds in your favor by getting your blood pressure checked today. Don't leave your health to chance. Learn more at heart.org/HPB.
Sometimes, when the course is difficult and you might take a step where you could fall, it's important to trust and ask for help. That's one of the most important things we learned at Tidewell's Teen Grief Retreat. On your grief journey, there are going to be difficult parts, but you have to trust in yourself and your support systems and know there are people around who will help you make it through. Tidewell Hospice. It's more than you think.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. We promise we're more than a dealership. We're a destination with a movie theater, massage room, aquarium, cafe, and more. We promise to give you top dollar for your trade, even if you don't buy from us. And if you do, we promise you the best deal. Bring us any competitor's ad and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
Hi, I'm Chef Judy. Every Wednesday morning, I'll be with the chefs at the Publix Aprons Cooking School, serving up the most wonderful dishes. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast.
Finally, a major business breakthrough for a 10-year-old entrepreneur. Jack Bono, I think, or Bono? Banu, maybe, has just scored a $50,000 deal with ABC Shark Tank. He's the proud owner of Jack's Stands and Marketplace in Colorado. This is a venture he started when he was only 8 years old with the initial goal of just sell enough lemonade to buy a 400 Lego Death Star set. Well, since then, he's made more than $100,000 from his stands.
I love just teaching the kids because it's really going to benefit them in the future. And I just love working with the kids and seeing them grow.
Billionaire investor Chris Sacca is backing Jack's deal. The 10-year-old adds pitching it in front of the Shark Tank was unreal, but a really great experience. Especially now that they're investing in his future.
Oh my goodness! Just like he's just a success waiting to happen. He already is.
He'll be hosting that show.
Right. One day he will. We'll be right back.